It is easier to walk through the dark valley with someone than to walk through it by yourself.
Innocent love. Innocent love.
Hello everyone, this is Geoffrey Henderson. Welcome to our Innocent Love channel. Really appreciate you guys being here today. So today's topic that we're going to be talking about is called Being United When the Road Gets Tough. Okay, that's what I want to talk about today. Okay, because the reason why I came up with this topic is because Sharon and we had a very interesting experience the other day. And because of that, I wanted to kind of talk about that and had a topic regarding that. So what happened was, and I'm going to keep this very briefly and short. I don't want to really talk too long about that. Okay, but basically, Sharon and I, we were planning on trying to purchase a house last weekend, actually. And what happened was that things didn't really work out the way that we thought it would. Basically, you know, prices are still pretty high and are pretty expensive and stuff like that. So there's actually one of the houses that we were looking at and we were really interested in. But anyway, it was extremely close. But when I started running the numbers and running, you know, the estimate how much everything costs, it was just extremely tight, you know. And Sharon and I, we were really excited about it at first. And as reality started to kick in, you know, obviously we weren't that excited anymore. We were kind of, you know, disappointed that we couldn't really get to this point yet at this time, at least. However, we really learned a lot of things about that. And what is important is, you know, basically, you know, being united when the road gets tough. Is basically that we both came to a solution. We both had peace at the end, even though we didn't. It didn't turn out the way we hoped. You know, we were disappointed, but then we had a lot of peace. We prayed about it and said, you know what, maybe it was not God's will. And so with that said, that kind of really inspired me to talk about a topic which is called being united when the road gets tough. Okay, so I have three things that I want to talk about regarding that, okay? And what is important about that, to be united when things don't go the way you really wanted to go, okay? So the first thing is very important, is because if you are united when the road gets tough, it will prove that you are truly committed to one another. Meaning that, you know, circumstances happen and things don't go the way you want, but because that you are really staying connected, you're staying close together with each other on a regular basis, what happens is that it shows other people that you are really committed to one another. You really want to be together no matter what happens in your life, no matter what circumstances come into your way, no matter what downfalls you hit and what kind of situations you run into that are very negative, that are very difficult to go through. You guys being united, it really proves that you are committed to one another no matter what. Okay, so that's why it's so important that being united is very important, basically, you know. Number two, why, you know, that shows you that you guys are really united when the road gets tough is, you know, I mean, the result of that, basically, you know, that you really can go through everything, is that circumstances cannot deter you. Meaning that, we're going through a hard time, to a tough time, but the circumstances will not deter you, meaning that you're holding together no matter what. You know, you're not afraid of a challenge. You're not afraid of things coming your way that are not really pleasant, that are really hard to go through. What happens is that when you go through these circumstances, you go through these tough times, you know, you're not afraid of it. It does not deter you. It does not shake you. It does not throw you off course. It does not throw you off the tracks, you know. So this is also why being united is so important. And when the road gets tough, these circumstances cannot deter you, okay? So that's another reason why you are very united, because nothing can really deter you in your relationship, okay? And then the third one that I have that is also, I think, was very interesting is, being united when the road gets tough is that you are stronger with your partner. You basically know that when you do things by yourself, yes, you may be able to go through this by yourself, and that you can make it, but you also know much more that you can get through it much easier with your partner. You're just so aware of that doing things alone is one way, but going through it with your partner is a whole different level, and it is much easier to go through difficult circumstances with your partner. You just know that you are stronger together. And what happens is this, that because you know that you are stronger together, not only with your partner, by the way, but also with the Lord. But I was, I'm talking from the partner's perspective, You know that as you're stronger going with your partner together, you can face anything, you can go through everything easier with your partner. You're so aware of that you're stronger, okay? And this is why the whole reason of being united is very important, okay? If you're in a relationship with your partner, with anyone, then you really want to make sure that you have this kind of mentality in your mind, When you're with your partner, then you don't want to be individual anymore. You don't want to have this single-minded mindset where, I have to rely upon myself, and yes, your partner has to rely upon you as a husband, obviously, but on the other hand, God made two people and made them one. Okay, you are one under God, and what happens is that when you do things with your partner, you do things as a team, you do things when you're together, then you can go through any circumstances together. It is easier, it is more durable to do this, and that's especially if you have the Lord going through this with you as well, okay? Very important, okay? Now, this was a very short message. It wasn't that long, okay? I apologize that I don't have these fancy slideshows right now. It's because I am just simply so busy. There was a lot of things going on this weekend, including looking for the houses and stuff. We were spending a lot of time in the office talking to the real estate salesperson, and it was just, how can I say, it was just very overwhelming, exciting, but it took a long time, Very, very busy weekend we had, but it is not over yet, because with God's help, we will get there soon, okay? So with that said, guys, I encourage you to, when you're in a partnership, when you're in a relationship, when you're in a marriage, really try to rely upon your partner. Don't see your relationship as two separate people, but see your relationship as one together. And when you are united together, you will be able to go through any circumstances together. It will make it much easier for both of you, okay? And with that said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and peace out.
Innocent